We are live, folks. We are live. We are live. Or now, you want to freeze? Hold on, we're trying to share the stuff here. Hold on. It is filtering hot out, guys. Who's on? Who's on? Who's on? And let me just the sunglasses and the hat here. I don't know if I can push me 180 here. Well, we are looking for lake trout. We've had a banner day already. For those of you just tuning in, and I'm trying to get the sun at my face here, so I'm not all blown out. But yeah, tell me where you're from in the comments. We got 3 people on. I know this is kind of like midday for a lot of folks. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been out here since 7:30. Probably had my best day numbers wise out here. I haven't caught any absolute monsters yet. But you never know. I've caught monsters on live before, so. Let's drop down and see if there's anything down there. And we're gonna go live until either I get super tired or my phone overheats. The phone overheating is probably gonna happen first since it's blazing sun and absolutely no wind out here. Actually, there's just enough wind to turn the boat away from the sun direction. But yeah, we were at like 57 fish or so. It's been an absolute amazing day. I filmed a bunch of videos for you folks. Yeah, it's I got a new spot for you, John, on what do you mean ago you produced? So what do I mean by setting the hook multiple times? So when a fish is on the chase, which I'll show you here in a minute, hopefully if I get on a fish, when you set the hook into a bass, let's say, they have like very thin walled mouths. Basically, it's like your cheek, basically, really easy to pierce. About 90% of a lake trout's mouth is like the top of your mouth. You know, put your finger up there and don't. Their whole entire mouth is like that. Unless you hook them in that very small lip portion on the outside, which is where you ideally want to hook them. So my drag is always set super tight, so I can, when I'm running in away from them, they bite it. Now the hook is stuck. It's not all the way in them, it's stuck. Oh, I got one coming up. Oh, I just missed one talking to you guys. When I'm setting the hook the second time, that's when I'm finally piercing that fish. Like this one right here. My drag's actually loose. That's my drag slipping. And with a bait caster, I can actually thumb that spool and actually put some more pressure on that fish and bury that hook, because they are just hard-mouthed fish. He's here. It's in the net. So when a lot of people are scared of, oh, I'm going to hurt the fish by setting the hook, you're better off setting the hook into them instead of having them pop off or doing any of that sort of jazz there. There we go. Number 58 or something like that. Going right back in. And I am absolutely delirious right now. I'm so tired. Like, I'm tired. What we're gonna do is we're gonna flip the whole boat around. Watch this. Still gonna fish on that side, I think. But since I have the luxury of moving my grab and stuff around, you guys can see my beautiful face in the sunlight here. Got 14 people on. We got some people from Russia. Surviving on Red Bull. Oh, I should have drank that earlier. That's screaming hot. Fish with a prototype lure today that absolutely Nova Scotia, Canada, eh? Trailer Park Boys. Yeah, I fished with a prototype today and absolutely slammed them. I mean, this is a 6-inch bait. This thing is a massive 6-inch bait. I mean, they could not, a little float plane going over me, could not eat this thing fast enough. And I won't be releasing it for another week or so, maybe even more than that. Absolutely, we're just destroying it. Hey man, I've been bass fishing with Saki for 20 years. First lake trout last year. I appreciate it. Yeah, you're very welcome. Right now we're on Champlain, and since I don't want to edit a vlog style video today, we're just gonna go live for a little while. Got 17 people on. Rasa fish. We're going for lake trout or Savelinus namakush. Those are Latin folks. And I'm not seeing any fish around me, but I've already hit this spot quite a bit. And there's also there was another boat out here that's seeming to have been here for a while. So we might run to another spot that I lit them up about 4 hours ago. We shall see. Oh, there's one underneath me. Oh, here he is. Oh, small one. He just chased me all the way to the surface. Thank you. I've already caught one live. I'm about to catch maybe this one. This one just came up on me. Let's see if he wants to go for another ride. Nope. Negative. And this time I was smart. This morning was cold, but I actually brought shorts today. And I have a short sleeve shirt, I just haven't put it on yet. But we're using my baits, which I'll show you here in a minute next time I get a fish to come up to the surface on my hook. Can I get a cookie brawl and more? Shout out. How's it going? Lakers. Yep. What lake? We're on Lake Champlain. And we are fishing for lake trout. We are 58 fish in. And what I'm doing, oh, there's one right there. Oh, he's juiced. He's juiced. He's juiced. He's juiced. Oh, come on. Come on. Fish just chased me about 90 feet. So this is what we're using. This is a 6-inch, 6 inches extended, glow-in-the-dark grub tail with a chartreuse 1-ounce head. Made by BennettFish.com. Chasing Lakers in Canada the first time near Kenora. Locals say lake trout produces 50-pound Lakers, low pressure lake. We went hard ass. But if you place an order today, you won't get it. Well, Canada ships very slow, like 2 weeks to get up to Canada. That's one. And then next week I'm on vacation since would it be possible to ride before July 3rd? No, it probably wouldn't. So I am actually, this past few weeks, it's been like flat out busy. I've shipped as many jigs as I possibly could. My jig guy came back from vacation to make me more jigs. He just shipped out another batch to me, and it's been absolutely insane, the amount of sales, and thank you all. But I won't be shipping out anything next week because I'm on vacation, unless I can pack some stuff, unless I get the jigs from him tomorrow, which is Saturday. I'll be able to pack some orders Saturday, leave them in the mailbox for Monday. But the chances for July 3rd, I don't know. What's today's date? Yeah, I can try. Hi, nice calm water. Yeah, it's been really good all day today. It's been very good all day today. I thought it was going to be really bumpy this morning. It actually was bumpy. It was whitecaps this morning, and then as soon as the sun started fully coming up, it flattened out. But we did some prototype baits today. We filmed some underwater footage today, which I'm excited to see. I actually had 3 lake trout try to eat my freaking camera today, which was sick, which I never predicted. But we're gonna make a little micro move here because I'm not seeing as many fish as I want to. And yeah, try to find some more fish. Today is the 28th of June, so 28. Yeah, maybe New England it would make it. I don't know. You can try to place an order, and I'll try my best, but there's just no promises. You can select priority mail, or if I have this stuff, it depends on what you order. So my website always says I have everything in stock because I just order things when I get low. But that's not always the case. Holy crap, that's a bunch of lake trout. I think. Hold on, I need to. Gotta get spot lock on my boat. Get spot lock. It's a game changer. Difference where to look for bigger lakers. Where would you start humps, etc. Points, bait fish, things. To look for bigger lakers. When I seem to catch bigger lakers, so my last video where I caught my biggest laker out of this lake, which is a 33-inch, 11.7 pound. It was literally because I had spot locked on a hump and I picked away at it for over 2 hours. So I caught all the dinky ones, and then those bigger ones just showed up a little bit later in the day after all the small ones had been brought to the surface, brought to the light, and kind of pieced out. Big lake trout don't seem to be in a particular location. Now, I did see on Sebago recently there's not that many humps on the lake, so you can use your research on Sebago over in Maine, that there was a hump that just had one big lake trout on it. There was no other fish on it, and I spent probably 30 minutes trying to catch the bugger, and he wanted no part of me. But it's literally just, if you're jigging, it's a numbers game. If you're trolling or dead bait fishing, troll with a huge dead bait in an area that will have lots of bait fish, or I know people like try to like target the areas where the burbot spawn with big bait, so use that as you will. They'll try to eat burbot. Hold on, I gotta look at my camera again, my thing here. We got some more fish about 80 feet in front of us. I am using Live Scope XR. Don't need to. For this, I'm only in 70 feet. Plus would be actually better for this depth, but I don't feel like switching it, so. Tell me where you guys are from. I don't need an exact address, you know, like just state. I get orders from all over. I get orders from Texas and Florida and Idaho and Utah, places where there is lake trout. That obviously makes the most sense. And there is an insane hexagenus or giant mayfly hatch right now, and their little skeletons or shells are everywhere all over the lake. Minnesota. You knew I was going to say it that way, didn't you? I spent $30 in drinks and snacks this morning, and I've eaten everything. It's only 2 o'clock. Got 16 people on. Tell me, guys, where you're from. We're out here jigging on Champlain if you just hopped on. The bite today has been insane. We got one coming in right now, super hot. He's hot, he's hot, he's hot. He's cold, he's cold, he's hot, he's cold. Oh, he's hot. Oh, I got him. I got him. I got him. Oh, that's a bigger one. Yeah. Thought I was not gonna catch another fish for you guys there for a minute. Nice size one. Nice size one. Oh, he popped off at the net, folks. Son of a biscuit. That's what happens when your arms are exhausted from how many fish I've netted today. I literally have stopped netting, like right before I got on live with you guys, stopped netting them. And stopped really setting the hook on the smaller ones just to let them pop off. Because I'm just that exhausted. Got another one coming in right now. Fish just rose about 100 feet in front of me here. So be patient with lake trout. We got a Boston, we got Oregon, PA, Racetown Lake. I've sent how late you fish until? I don't know. I just talked to the wife. And she said, yeah, go live for like 45 minutes. So I don't know if my phone will overheat by then. I'm not charging my phone right now. Normally I would be. But it's so freaking hot. Probably be better with with the case off, actually. There's no way I could take the case off without hanging up on you guys. Favorite recipe for those trout? If I'm going to eat lake trout, I brine them and smoke them. But I just saw a guy who actually like deep fried them, and he said it was delicious. I have a deep fryer, but I'm not going to deep fry lake trout. I don't normally eat them. I just catch them and release them, catch them and release them, and I sell baits for them. Right now, we're using the big bait kit, which you guys can see, I think, in the link there. Did you catch a striper? No, we're not striper fishing. So these are my hooks, so they're really beat up. So right now I'm fishing with a grub and a chartreuse head. And then in the big bait kit we have 4.75 inch swim baits that are also glow and white. So everything glows. I've used the same stuff for stripers. Where are you fishing? I'm on Lake Champlain. What's your biggest lake out of Winnie? It's a 25.5, I think, is my biggest incher. I've seen 27s come out of there. My buddy caught a 27. I've seen a 31 got caught out of there last year, or a 30. And this is inches, not pounds, obviously. But the average is pretty low on Winnie. If they stopped stocking 10 million salmon and rainbows on top of them, they'd probably get bigger. Which is one of the reasons I'm out on Champlain. Because the fish are just bigger. And they actually stock them here, and they do a great job. And the lake can support all of the fish that it's in it. Unlike Winnipesaukee, where it can't even support the salmon. But that being said, there are some big lakers in Winnie. Just haven't caught them yet. I've seen them. Winnie is a numbers factory. You can catch a bunch of them. If you want to book a trip with me, go to bennettfish.com. Or you can just DM me on Facebook or Instagram, any of those platforms, or email me at bennettfishingbiz@gmail.com. I am fishing for lake trout. And I'm not seeing any, so we're just gonna make another little micro move. I have a really good spot that's about, I think it's like 3 miles away. So we might run over there real quick. I haven't decided yet. Right now we're on top of a hump. What's up, Keegan Outdoors? What would be your favorite lake to fish? Trout? What would be your favorite lake to fish? Champlain's probably my favorite lake to fish. It's just got everything in it. I have fished Lake Superior. If you guys want to watch a Lake Superior video where I was getting 40 inches last year, go ahead. It's in the Lake Trail playlist, and it's called like Land of the Giants or something like that, where we caught multiple 40-inch lakers. And I used to live up here. I used to live up in Vermont, and I only bass fished it, and I just didn't know what I was missing. We have great spots here in Ireland for lake trout, pike, and other. I'm on Champlain still. So Champlain is in between New York and Vermont, and actually Canada, which is the reason I can't guide on here. I don't have a captain's license. You need a captain's license to guide on international water. But I thought about getting my captain's license because I get asked to guide up here all the time. So right now we're on a hump in the middle of the lake. We're about 70 feet deep, and there's one right there. We've accessed deep water, 170 feet. This is like the nearest mark that I can see. Dropping down right on a fish right now. Yeah, there's I've tried to ship some stuff overseas to, is it Norway or Sweden, and I had issues with shipping, so I don't ship over international there. I ship to Canada quite often. There are some other bait companies that are, you know, that are specific to lake trout. I'm trying to be the biggest one. Yeah, they're biting fantastic. We're at 58 Lakers so far. And right now I'm in kind of a new spot. I've actually fished here probably 2 years ago because the bite shut off where I was fishing. So I came over here. The bite is good. We got 17 plus people on, which is awesome. And let me know if you guys have this popped up on your shorts feed, or if you got a notification, like kind of let me know how you guys are getting this, because YouTube changed their live format to promote lives on shorts, which is kind of cool. And I wish YouTube would get their stuff together and do dual camera. I would show you guys me, which is the star of the show, obviously, and then my screen at the same time, so you guys could see me miss fish or catch fish at the same time. So TikTok has the ability to do that. Without a laptop out here, I don't think I can do it. Share two cameras at once. Actually, you know what? I haven't tried, actually. I can do that. I don't know what that just did. Well, that just shows the opposite direction. What's up, Fred? It is Fred, right? Yeah, Fred. Possible to get it. Try another angle. This is what you got. I don't have that much space in my boat. The whole front of the boat's full of cameras and underwater cameras and a toilet. And this morning the air temp was 48 degrees, so I dressed warm. Yeah, it's nice, and it's really nice here right now. Well, could be a little bit cooler, actually. It's nice not to have the wind for the live. And instead of doing a vlog style video, I'm just doing this. Thank you for subscribing. Catch some Lakers over in PA. I sent a bunch of baits out that way. Apparently there's Lakers everywhere. Do you guys know there's Lakers in Tennessee? Did not know that. I actually asked the guy, I'm like, what are you fishing for? He said, oh, Lakers. One of their like impound lakes, river lakes down there. It's deep enough to support them. Right now we're fishing at about 75 feet of water. Trying to find some little deeper water, because they don't seem to be where I am right now. And I just kind of showed up here doing a how-to video, and there's a giant bait ball. And so I caught, I don't know, 10 back-to-back. That was about an hour ago. We might go run to my new spot. Burn it to the ground. We are making a micro move. If you guys have watched my content, you guys heard me say that quite often. I'll make a move about 100 feet, 200 feet. Oh, there's two of them right there. There's two of the bad boys right there. Easy there, tunnel motor. Try to kill itself. Dropping down. I want to so badly show you guys the new prototype lure, but I can't until I got the mold made. And we should have a Laker coming up to us in about 3, 2.5. Where are you? thought they are right there. So this, what I'm doing now is my part-time job. I'm trying to make it my full-time job. I used to be a lean consultant where I go into companies and help them get better and more efficient and grow their business. I still do that as a consultant job, which I like doing, and it pays really well. So I do that. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's not juice, but his buddy's juice. 3 of them just came up screaming to me here. And they all changed their mind. What was that? Yeah, so I do lean consulting on the side. And then this month has been my best month ever in views, sales. I'm about to book another guiding trip here shortly after I get off the live stream here. I have a message that I have to look at. Some of you know I did a couple of guide trips last month over in New Hampshire, but yeah, this is my main jam. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, making me work for it. They're gonna make you put a smaller bait on. There's 3 of them down there, all kind of swirling around it, but not committing to it. So this is a fairly big bait. It's 6 inches extended. Oh, he bumped it, slacklined it. All right, I'm gonna put some smelly jelly on it. And I said in my last video, don't leave this around in your boat and you step on it. Stupid thing opened up in my new little storage compartment and freaking got everywhere. So I had to soak that back up, clean it up with alcohol. There's 4 Lakers down there right now. And now I'm on the 20-second drop to get to the bottom here. Right on, living the dream. Thank you. Who else is on? We got 16 people on. Tell me where you guys are from, what country you're from. I know I get a lot of people from Russia, Sweden, Finland. I've had people come on from just because it's I think their nighttime. I'm not good with times of day or months, really. But if you ask me about lake trout, I could tell you a bunch. And then ask me any questions you want to know about lake trout. While I'm fishing here, I'm trying to catch another one. Whoop. Oh, come on, bro. He was so hot. What is the name of the gel? It is Atlas Mike's. I'll show you. Atlas Mike's Lunker Lotion Alewife Oil. And it's just, the plastic doesn't taste good. You know, after working with it, it's just not a natural smell to them. Oh, come on. This one's juiced. This one's juiced. Come on. I've had this swirl of fish, like they're literally doing a circle around my bait but not committing to it. I'm not really sure why. I have another rod rigged up. I can rig up a smaller bait. I'm trying to read your comments while got it. You got to do the hip thrust, otherwise you can't set the hook hard enough. I know that camera's not wide enough to get the full angle here. Oh, come on. He popped off again. Son of a biscuit. So the alewife oil helps with finicky fish. It just releases the smell. It's just the same as like tipping your jig with a dead minnow or a dead shiner or whatever, or sucker meat. I hate carrying around dead bait. It smells bad. And you got to deal with it the whole time. All right, here comes another one suspended. Oh, he's fired. No. Oh, he's chasing it down. He's chasing it down. I wish you guys could see this. YouTube is so slow to like implement things and get things to be like TikTok. TikTok just changes stuff every month. It's good and bad. Like they do good improvements. Come on, eat it. I'm about to switch to a smaller bait here because these guys are being really finicky. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them down there, so. We're gonna give this one fish one more chance here to run at me, and then I'm gonna change to something smaller. Don't be ever afraid to downsize. Or change to a more natural color. Right now I'm using bright chartreuse and then chartreuse glow. I mean, this thing is glowing bright down there. All right, let's switch it up. And they get accustomed. They get accustomed. It's not like they're associating what's happening down there with a fisherman. They're just like, there's been too many fish that have seen the light, you know, and they'll just kind of chase for a little bit and won't commit. So right now we're downsizing a lot with a 3-inch bait and a 1-ounce jig, and I'm gonna smelly jelly it up. So they make this, and then I have Procure smelt for the lakes that I fish smelt. I don't know if the smell really matters, but which lake. You said you'd be patient staying in one spot generally. How do you balance of staying in one spot but not catching them moving? On one spot but not catching them moving. So I probably caught 25 fish in one spot today. And then I moved another 100 feet and I caught another dozen or so. So if it's a new lake, I move around a lot. And the goal is I won't spend more than like 30 minutes without seeing a fish, or maybe even like this lake. I won't spend more than 10 minutes without seeing a fish before I move, just because they're just everywhere. With LiveScope XR, I can just kind of punch out and see fish, you know, all the way out to like 300 something feet. Or I can cast that way. So I don't wait a long time. I get pretty impatient. Port Henry, I'm not far from you. I've seen a bunch of people from the New York side come out today. I'm not sure where all those fish just went to. When I run out of water, I'm also going to be done for the day. I just missed another one. Ooh, he's spooked. It's also dead quiet. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 down there. The more the merrier. They kind of like act like seagulls. They go, mine, 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 and they chase each other. I've actually had them swim into each other and like literally bonk on LiveScope and spook each other, which is really funny to see. But since I was getting water, I just missed my opportunity on every one of those fish. So I don't infuse my plastics with anything that makes it really hard to remelt. If you start putting scent and stuff in there, a lot of my product goes into like the glow powder and stuff I use, and then I allow people to add whatever scent they want. So I've used garlic scent before, like Spike It. The alewife oil and smelt oil seem to work really well. Garlic chartreuse Spike It seems to work, like I was just talking about. Yeah, so if it's a new lake to you and you're not familiar with, so if it's a new lake to me, oh geez, got a small one though. I'm getting the net ready for you guys on this one. Son of a, dropped him. I'm not faking this, guys. I'm literally dropping him. I'm so exhausted from fishing all day. I've been out there since 7:30. I just slammed that fish home. I'm gonna give the next one a little more juice here. If it's a new lake to me, I would still jig, just because that's my jam. Oh, I just had another one chase me. Ooh. Oh, I saw him on the surface, guys. That is ridiculous. These fish are so feisty today. This hot heat and like bright sun kind of turns them off just a little bit. Someone just asked me, actually, I'm guiding him in a week or so. Like, oh, why do you guide first thing in the morning? I'm like, the reason I guide first thing in the morning is, one, it gets too hot in the afternoon. And then two, that bright sunlight, tends to be a little bit better in the morning. But I film in the afternoon because I need the light for the camera. Otherwise I'd fish in the dark. So many fish down there. So many fish. I might have burned the spot already. I'm on Champlain. Have you ever tried digging for them further north? I have not spent that much. Oh my goodness. They just crashed into each other. Oh, I just got one. Oh, I dropped him. Holy crap. Holy crap. My rod's wrapped. These guys must be little squeakers. There's 9 of them down there, guys. I'm going nuts. I'm out in Champlain still. If someone wants to kind of respond to those comments, because I can't see every one of them there. Wow, they're being finicky. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. I really wish I could show the same screen at the same time here. All right, I'm bringing them to bottom. They're being finicky. These fish in this lake do not like eating enough bottom. I don't know what it is. I guess since it's an alewife-based lake, they just don't need to. And the bait in this lake, the schools are just massive. Come on. Oh, what the frick? They're pissing me off. They're really pissing me off. I might switch over to a spoon here in a second because they're being so finicky. Here, I'm just gonna dead stick it, see which one is hungry enough to come up to me. Because there's 6 of them down there. I think they're just small. Better booking percentage. I would say it's equal percentage of hooking up with treble versus non-treble. If you're getting them on a chase, it's probably equal. If you're just snap jigging randomly, it's probably a better hookup when you're using just treble hooks. But I hate using treble hooks. It just mangles up the fish. You know, they'll pin their mouth shut and you got to fight with that, and it's just not worth it. I will use one in a minute here if they're being really finicky. Wow, these guys are being really picky. I might have to go to my other spot. The other spots seem to have bigger fish anyways. So I'll get my phone a chance to cool down too. What other questions you guys got? Are they more active at night? What is the best? So I fish first thing in the morning. Seeing the size seemed like, yeah, the weights seem to be. I didn't check the final result for the LCI, but I caught a 11.7 3 days before the LCI. That would have placed pretty high. I mean, normally it's the 35 incher, like 15 pound one that wins like on the Sebago side of Maine. I haven't compiled all the data for LCI over here and on Champlain. It's not a curse. Don't say that. I've caught. I might put a tube on or something. I mean, that one just chased the piss out of it and then didn't commit. So I have a Go Fish cam, which is like a cylindrical camera that you can tie onto your line. They ate it 3 times today. That's how far they were fired this morning. Now they're just mulling around down there being picky. All right, I'm putting the spoon on. Spoon I was having luck with this morning. I'm tying a polymer knot. So best time to fish. I fish mainly in the morning. Just that's when I get a chance to go. I have had very successful days, especially on Champlain. Like all my bigger fish have come between 3 and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, if that helps you at all. I don't know why that is. I've caught 2 on Sebago around that time. I've caught 3 on this lake at that same time. My biggest fish out of New Hampshire came in on that time frame at the end of the day. And I think it's just I've picked through the numbers of fish, and the bigger ones come in later. And I've actually seen the bigger ones come in and scare the small ones. So let's see what this spoon can do. I was catching them while I went 7 for 10 earlier this morning with it. So, and if these are smaller fish, they'll hit the spoon. Everything hits spoons. And I'm just gonna snap jig it. I'm not gonna let them chase it. Yeah, they're smaller ones, that's why. That one's not. Holy crap. There's so many Lakers down there. Actually, could be whitefish, actually, but like whitefish don't act like that, I don't think. All right, I'm on bottom. Snap once, twice, 3 times. Oh. I was counting 3. Did you see that? It's kind of like a flutter spoon. It's more like a crocodile style spoon. 1, 2. That one snagged. Oh! My goodness, that rod just doubled over, guys. That's got to be right in the motor. Or it's a really big fish. And he's under the boat. I would not be surprised if I lost this fish. Oh my goodness. I forgot where I think I got this spoon from Circle Tackle. He gave it to me as a sample. And I upgraded the hooks today. From a hook that some random guy I fished with last time I was out here. He just pulled up next to me. Urgh. He is like, cannot turn him at all. He's like underneath the boat somehow. Can't turn his head. I don't think I have his head. That's part of the issue. Just tripped on my sandals. It feels heavy, even if it is foul. But I want to get this poor fish unhooked here. When he made that run, he ran that way. So he is on the other side of the boat. This is why I hate spoons. He's foul right in the tail. You said you were fishing on Saturday, John. There we go. Burp shark. Going back in. You guys saw him, right? Ugh. Sometimes they just want spoons. That fish was exhausting. Let's do that again. Bowling ball, yeah, it's good fish. Catching anything, flutter spoon, nice. Yeah, he was not fairly hooked. That's the issue with jigging spoons. Phone is at 46%. And if your spoons are scoping out where you can't see them, throttle your spoon down like this, and that'll prevent that. So I'm on bottom. I'm going to tighten my drag again. And I'm going to snap it. 1, 2, 3. They're all over it. Come on. 4, 5, 6, 7. Fish are right in my ghost tree. Ooh, chased the piss out of it too. You guys still know Cheyenne is here. What's up, Cheyenne? Second cousin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Ooh, I had him. That was 6. Hold on. Don't get seasick, guys. Got waves coming. I was the only one at the boat launch this morning, except for the weed inspector. Got it. Ah! Tighten my drag even more. I am exhausted. I was a smaller fish, so when I yanked him, he was not on there all the way. That's all right. I wish I could listen to music while we're doing this. It'd be fun, huh? You guys can, I can't. All right, I'm on bottom. This is how I blind jig. I just filmed a video on how to do this. I'm not even looking at my electronics. That last fish I was, obviously. I saw him down there and I just started running away from him. Oh, suspended fish, hold on. So one key thing about lake trout is, and I learned this from a saltwater guide. Oh, you thumped it, you little whippersnapper. Oh, he thumped it again. What you're doing when you're fishing lake trout in one spot, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lakers on the screen. Is you're building life underneath the boat. So they're throwing up all along the way. You're making noise in the area by just jigging in the area. Your trolling motor is making noise, which is good in deeper water, not so much shallow water. All right, we're gonna blind jig again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, thumped it. 6, 7, 8. Come on. So they come up at it and then they freaking pin it, try to pin it at the bottom. Ooh. He slammed it. Oh, right in the mud. They don't want to seem to get it on the chase. It's so weird. All day they've been on the chase. That one slurped it. That one slurped it for sure. Pressure. Put the pressure right to him. This one might run. Swimming around the boat here. Oh my goodness, that scared me. So, lake trout get barotrauma, but they have the ability to burp on the way up. So he just burped, got a little burst of energy. So when they exhale, they get that little snap of energy and they run. I try not to let every one of them run. Oh, he's hooked him right in the mouth. I'm exhausted, folks. Do you have to be a resident of Maine to guide there? I'm hoping you can figure out a way to guide in Sebago. I can't, so it's not a residency thing. I have to go through the Maine guide test program in order to guide over there, which I'm not opposed to while everything's fresh in my brain. But I'd love to guide over there too. Now, Vermont doesn't even have a guide program, so I can guide in Vermont all I want, just not on this lake because I need a captain's license. Unless you guys want to come out in kayaks. I think I might still need a captain's license for that, which would be almost spilt all my water. That would have been the end of the live stream. They don't seem to want to chase. They'll chase a little bit and then they give up. 7 of them down there. All right, we're slack on bottom. You guys want to count with me? We're slack, we're dead. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count in Spanish next time, it's a little easier. Now, I was just doing a how-to video on how to fish humps. This is one of those humps that just continues to load. It's actually more like a reef. It's got a hump, and then it's kind of like a horseshoe shape. He burped, and I wasn't paying attention, so a lot of times I can see it on live scope. This guy wants to run. I'm going to give him some juice. Less juice. And I don't know if you guys can see the tip of the rod. Probably not. But that rod is corked right over. He just brought me all the way back down to 50. Now I gotta... All of his buddies, oh no. All of his buddies are coming over to him saying, "What's up, buddy?" There's 7 fish around this fish. We got a camel's hump in the background there. Mount Mansfield is there. Hiked both of those, almost died on Mansfield. You can tell from my body structure, I'm not a hiker. We need to get one of those like a fighting belts. This might be just a big fish. I don't really know. I don't think he's fouled. He might be. Let you know in a minute. Usually the bigger ones will walk me right around the whole boat. He's not a giant. He's hooked in the bottom of the cheek. And it's surprising how much leverage these fish can have when they're not hooked perfectly. Burp shark. Hanging on by a thread, folks. By a thread. This is the spoon I'm using, which I'm gonna see if I can sell these now, because this is working great. We're in over 65 fish. I don't know. Probably the best solo day I've ever had, and I've been doing how-to videos today, which is a lot less fishing and a lot more talking. So really good, really good. My boat's a complete yard sale, and I almost had someone come up with me, and they wanted to come up. I'm like, let me just go be selfish and do it by myself. It's not really selfish. Tighten your drag before it hits bottom. Oh, I missed him. That's a bigger fish. Holy shnikes, that's a bigger fish. I just saw two Lakers literally crash into each other. Name a car for an edit. Huh? Don't know what that means, but we're on Champlain. Currently snap jigging for Lakers. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's usually between 4 and 5. Wants me to get my guy's license or a captain's license, so you guys can come out here and be exhausted. All right, if you're on right now, you gotta tell me what state, country you live in. I don't need to know your address. Don't share your personal identification stuff. This one's a little bit smaller, but he's got the ability to burp. Got him right in the kisser. Got him right in the kisser. Oh, he's got a lamprey on him. Let me show you the nastiest thing in the world. It's got 2 lampreys on him, actually. Oop, and they're off. Oh, just 1 lamprey. Nice one. Going back in. Oh, just 1 lamprey. Oh no, 2 lampreys. You guys want to see the most nastiest creature? I got 2 of them in my boat. Where's the camera? That right there, it's got a bunch of little like suction style teeth, and then it's got a rasp. It basically licks a hole through the side of the lake trout. I'm gonna chomp his head off, and then I won't do it on camera. They are sea lamprey. And there's a little baby one. Now they're invasive in this lake. There are brook lamprey, and there's another like American lamprey that are actually wild and native to this lake. Same with a bunch of them in New Hampshire. It's just sea ones are very aggressive in how they eat. They damage lake trout. Like that one just had, I just did a favor by catching that fish, actually. He hit it. Wasn't even hitting bottom. Got who? All right, everybody, guess how many jigs does it take to catch a lake trout? Guess. I'm not going to even jig until you guys guess. I'm also burning this spot pretty hot, so guess. Nobody's guessing, really? All right, you say 5. Now we're down tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're over 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all low red. They're just not hitting it. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh, he hit it. 19, 20. All right, pause. Pause. We're gonna go for the chase. Oh, they want it. They want it. Pieces of the dead lamprey are still sinking down. 5. Yeah, we were on 5 there for a little while. That was a lot more down there right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, he thumped it. Come on. Let's put on a small tube. Give them something a little different here. This is the 3.75 inch pearl glow tube with a 3/4 ounce jig head in it, which is big for this tube, so you got to jam it in there. And I always use a polymer knot unless my leader is getting short. This polymer knots use quite a bit of line. Wet it. Trim it. And with tubes, you can juice the inside of them. Let her sink. Who else is on? We're still good. How's the camera quality? Hopefully good. Let's see if they want to force feed them with the tube. Got it. They seem to like that. Ate it on the chase. Can that pick that up? You guys hearing that? Yeah. Kind of ready, but not ready. Oh, come on, man. Yeah. Tubes. Tubes. Now, these are not casting tubes. These are jigging tubes, which are different. They are balanced so that the jig sits parallel to the bottom of the lake. Oh, let's get that sink down again. How many fish have I caught live? You guys counting? I just caught one there, Tegan. And I'm hoping, like the last 4 or 5 trips, a big one just shows up here at the end of the day. We're at 3:30. All my bigger fish come between now and like 4:30 after I pick through all the small ones. See, 2 fish just came up to me and I didn't stop. That's a bigger one. That's a smaller one that's chasing me though. He likes that. We missed it. Chased me all the way up to 20 feet, which I have not seen the thermocline in this lake today. I know it's, you know what, let me just turn the gain up. Still not seeing it. I know it's there. Probably down around, it's probably around 40 feet. I actually do see it a little bit. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna snap jig the 2. Oh, he picked it up right off bottom. Sleeping. This was actually heavier than the spoon I was just using, so 16 people on. Where are you guys from? Oh, he slammed it. I lifted it up and he T-boned it. Oh, oh, got him. He hit it freaking 4 times. Feisty little guy. Freaking the hell out. So lake trout somehow, they don't know how to run somehow. They just kind of flail because they don't know what's going on. It's like in their instinct to just death roll and then get wrapped up in the line. Oh, this one swallowed it down to his butt. Where'd my pliers go? There they are. I did not show you that fish on purpose. He was bleeding quite a bit. He's fine though. He wrapped himself up so bad on the line, I just cut it. It's just easier that way sometimes, just to cut the line. Hate when that happens. We get lots of lake trout on the south end of Lake Michigan, but really November through March. That's weird. You guys got to watch my stuff. Best time to jig for lake trout is during the summertime. They get way easier to pattern in the summertime. We eliminate a lot of water because of the temperature. As long as you're good at handling the fish, then most of the time you're good, or the fish are good. There's a bunch of fish just still down there. I get some orders from Indiana. It's rare, but I do get them from Indiana. I mean, if this isn't the best marketing video in the world here, except for the spoon. There's a big lake trout down there on the screen. I'm going to catch some bass later. Awesome. Bass are always fun. I went bass fishing with another guide the other day, and I forgot how easy bass fishing was. I really haven't specifically bass fished in 4 years or so. And since that fish had it in the back of his mouth there, I would have cut my leader anyways because it would have been toast. Stop missing it. Oh, you kept missing it. My drag was loose anyways. Saw a fish jump out of the water. Trying to push about 15 miles. Yeah, if they're spread out like that, the best thing you can do is troll. I still would sharpshoot them with live scope. That's my preference. And if they're, you know, in that 100-foot or less, I mean, sharpshooting with XR, sharpshooting with Plus is phenomenal. I mean, I got 2 fish fighting over it right now. There must be a big school of bait around me for this many fish to keep showing up. So loud. And medium commitment. I have a suspended fish right here that I think is gonna tackle me. No. He's spooked. He's spooked. This tube might be a little bit small for this lake. I was using 6-inch tubes earlier today. Always checking the drag. And this is a good reel. It's a Vanford, Shimano Vanford. A lot of people are under the impression like never set your drag, set it and forget it. If you have cheaper reels, they will loosen up as you're like going along the lake or driving in your car. So always check them. Starting to chase. And my thing about lake trout is set the hook on them and your drag shouldn't move, or should move the least amount. So in order to do that, you have to match your braid with your line to your rod and the jig you're using. So everything has to match. If you're using too light of a rod, it doesn't work. If you're too heavy of a rod, you'll definitely break your line. You gotta know what kind of fish you're setting your hook into as well. Who we got on here? We haven't caught a fish in about 5 minutes here. may have burned my spot here. It is hot, hot, hot. Phone's down to 28%, so I'm gonna have to give her some juice here. Somehow, if my phone overheats, thank you guys so much for watching. There we go. I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to come watch somebody else fish while you guys are probably at work or at home or doing something different. I'm not gonna say less fun, but different. All my little buddies left me. Where'd they all go? Oh, got him. Oh, I was reeling up one-handed there, not being able to set the hook. I was just about to set the rod down to do something in the back of the boat here. I missed him. I missed him. All right, I'm going in the back of the boat to do something. Let me know if that rod goes in. Oh, I got a fish. Oh, he dropped it. You guys are supposed to let me know. He was all over it. If I had just set the hook instead of started reeling, I would have had him. Are you just getting crappies? No, I'm fishing for 30-inch lake trout. That being said, I haven't really caught any. I've got a couple over the 30-inch mark, a couple trophies today, or master anglers. Got it. Let it hit bottom. I picked it up, tapped it. He wants to turn, but the G Lumas ain't letting him turn. Long, skinny one. A small, skinny one, actually. Shaboink. .75-inch glow tube. Getting her done. So, I wish there was like smell-o-vision. My boat smells terrible, and I also smell terrible. It is hot and stagnant out right now. There is a slight amount of wind, but not really. very big fish just went underneath me. I couldn't sink down fast enough. All over it. Guys, see those barking spiders? Oh. They don't want to chase today. I don't know what it is. Just back from Northern Ontario, didn't catch any Lakers. Lots of walleye down 6 feet. Yeah, so Lakers can be... Lakers... Hold on. Lakers cruise in the spring. They can be anywhere in the water column. So it's one of the reasons I like them in the spring and I don't like them in the spring, because they can be anywhere. LiveScope has drastically helped with numbers in the spring and patience on learning more about them. Oh, this one's fired. Or not. Yeah, they can be anywhere in the spring. So normally they are up shallower than you think, because the warmer water is actually up higher and the colder water is at bottom. So the back bays warm up. I try to fish just like how you would pike, not that shallow, but I would fish warmer areas first. And in our particular lakes, our bays freeze first. So I ice fish those kind of last, or I ice fish those first, and then I ice fish them last. And that's usually where I start boat fishing in the spring, because they warm up faster. So, quick tip for you guys. Love your videos. Thank you. Guessing they were cruising. And I really want to switch this tube out for my other rod. My wrist is killing me. We're at, I don't know, we probably caught 10 fish on the live. We're probably at 68 fish or something like that plus, I don't know. Too many fish to count. And the reason I say that, I try to keep count on. I was doing how-to videos. If I was out just trying to hammer fish today, I'd have over 100 fish. I would just keep moving around to really good productive spots like this one. And there was people that were out here today, they probably caught 2 or 3. And then they left. And then there was a 3 boats. The fish pulled up right next to me, I mean, like high speed right next to me, and left right away, and I caught them right after they left. And I have not really moved in the last hour or so. Are you still jigging? Yes, I'm still jigging. What baits do I use for Lakers in the spring? I use the same stuff in the spring. So I use my little tiny swim baits on Winnipesaukee, which are the 2-inch baits, which I can show you. So I use these in the spring. I tend to downsize a little bit in the spring, just because like bugs start to hatch, and you know, they just had a bunch of ice fishing pressure usually. I got one all over me right now. Hold on. Yeah, so I'll use that quite a bit. Swim baits are my go-to. Right now I'm using a tube. I don't normally use tubes. I sell a lot of tubes. I started fishing a lot more with tubes recently because they're productive. Ooh. He's not going to commit. See? I think the thermocline's getting a little too high for him, or low for him. I got 2 fish right underneath me here, and they don't seem to want to chase, so. Ooh, I just had a bunch of other either smaller bait fish spook and head off here. It's weird. So, quick tip. If you ever want to lift your bait off bottom, don't. Reel off bottom. Don't lift off bottom. So what happens, and I tell clients, I'll tell you to do 2 different things, lift or reel. Most of the time I'll tell them to reel. So if I lift like this and a fish comes after me, I can't set the hook, right? So right now I can't set the hook. I'm exaggerating, obviously. I will tell them to reel off bottom, so then they can set the hook. Keep your rod tip close to the water. I just had a client, I told them, keep your rod tip, the first 2 eyelets in the water. It won't hurt the rod. Learn about how quickly you switch baits to get them fired up. Yeah, I don't normally have to switch baits. It's just, I've been on this spot for a while, so I'm switching baits because I don't want to move. I do want to move, but you guys are set up and I don't want to move you right now. And my phone isn't telling me it's overheating, so that's good. But we've been here for a while, so let's make a little micro move. And I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning, so I'm pretty toast. Still have 20-minute ride back, and then to the car, and then a 30-minute pack up, and then a 2.5-hour car ride home. So I might end the live here soon. I don't know. Wait for my big fish. I caught one earlier today. It's going to be in a how-to video. It's happened twice this year. I've gotten big fish doing how-to videos. Spinning myself around in circles here. Gotta head to the Adirondacks. Have you caught anything today? Yeah, we're over probably 65, 70 lake trout. Headed there. Favorite summertime jigging baits. If those lakes have smelt in them, I would suggest the Winnie kit, which is a smaller size bait. So this is 1/4 ounce, this might be 3/8 ounce, with a 2-inch glow swim bait, or my 3-inch glow swim bait, which is on this. You're basically just trying to represent what bait is in those lakes. So I think most of those lakes are all smelt based. I don't think there's any Cisco's and stuff out there, but I could be wrong. I haven't fished out there. So that's what you're trying to do. Little white tubes always work, like this. But the problem is a metric crap ton of people run white tubes. So I was just talking to a subscriber saying they were fishing with tubes and they were spooking off tubes. So tiny swim baits is what I like to do. That's my suggestion. And I have probably 7 more spots on this lake that I haven't even fished today yet. I found one spot that was absolute juiced. This spot's been really good. The amount of lakers that they stock in this lake and that reproduce in this lake are just phenomenal. Where are you fishing? I'm on Champlain. Got one. And the boat will autocorrect for the appropriate sunlight here in a second. But we are on top of a hump right as it's about to get steeper, basically, or deeper. You know what? Let me just cheat here. Oh, no, it's doing it for us. I saw one fish down there, so we'll drop down on him. And with this lake, there's usually, well, there's one, there's more. Biggest lake trout thing I can tell you. Now, I fished with a guy before, they can tell you the complete opposite. I don't, if I'm actually, we were casting, so it's a little bit different. Don't let your jig hit bottom. Don't. It's not natural for a unless it's a burbot style bait with like a big tube. Do not let it hit bottom. It's not natural. Swim baits especially, don't let them hit bottom. So right now I'm about yay much off bottom. I'm not sure where that one laker I saw went to, but he ain't there right now. There's one down there. He hasn't seen me yet. Oh, he has seen me. He didn't like that at all. He just kind of like squirreled around it. What are you doing? It's another issue jigging with tubes. Just they spin up your line. You guys want to make a run? Oh, I kind of want to get cooled off, one. And then I think I burned this section of the hump here pretty good. We'll give it another 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So 1 hour and 50. We got a high suspended fish. Let's see what he's up to. It's not that high. He's at 70 at a hundo. Oh, I think he sees me. Oh, yeah. Got him. Oh, I dropped him. His buddy just saw me, though. Dang. Oh! That fish put so much freaking slack in my line. Did you guys see that? Holy crap. Now, I know there's steelhead in this lake, but I have yet to catch one. And I feel like steelhead would be up high like that, just chilling. How we doing on temperature? Good. 30%. Good. We're doing good. Trying to talk to you guys as much as possible. Summertime lake trout jigging. I'm gonna see if this fish wants to run again. I highly doubt it. No. It's also 20 feet from me. I know they can see me, but come on. It's absolutely insane. They will put that much effort. I mean, that fish just went from 80 feet all the way up to 30 and didn't eat the effing thing. Son of a biscuits. What's up, Rogue Tiger? Where are you fishing at? Still Champlain? Oh, we tried to eat it on the way down. I missed it. Don't worry, there's a new fish right below me. Ooh, there's a bunch of fish below me, actually. You gonna come or what? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fish underneath me right now. And this little runt won't leave me alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Where are you fishing at? I am fishing for lake trout. I'm on Champlain, Miss Champlain. And I've not seen Champ today. Yeah, I'm fishing with the Shimano Vanford C3000 HG, which I like. It is a little noisy though. It sounds like there's a little grinding noise, and my other one makes the same noise, and it's irritating. Whatever. But I've gone 2 years without maintaining the other one, so that's always good. I swear every time I take apart a reel, I make it worse, so I just try to buy good reels and not take them apart. And since they don't seem to want the tube on the chase, I'm just kind of snap jigging it down there. We're probably, I don't know how many fish we've caught in a live, over 15 at least. I got one coming up hot to it right now. We're using Live Scope XR. We're in 195 to 90 feet. And it is sweltering hot out. Oh. Got him anyways. Oh, I dropped him again. 2 different fish, just picked it up, grabbed it, picked it up, grabbed it, picked it up, dropped it, picked it up, dropped it. Sleeping. Well, you know what? I have another T, I think. Yeah, that's exciting. It is probably piss warm, but cooler than me. Gotta love those bony mouths. Fish, yeah. What do you mean I'm not supposed to have? Yeah, I always have like extra bushings and washers left over. I just serviced one of my favorite reels. And before I serviced it, I know while I was servicing it, I just greasing it, stuff like that. I took a video of me taking it apart, just so I can go back and see what parts I missed. Oh, you little bugger! Chased it up 50 feet. Oh, they don't want it on the chase. I'm gonna switch to a swim bait here in a minute. Or back to the spoon. I've tried literally, so I've used my new prototype spoon, brain fart, new prototype 6-inch tube, which was held together with bubble gum basically. Spoon today, grub today has been great. Probably got the majority of them on the grub today. Couple on swim baits. Few on tubes. Bunch on the spoon. My feet are on fire right now. I'm gonna dead stick that off bottom there for a second. Cracking my neck here. Oh, fish all over it. Yeah, so I feel like sometimes with tubes, they don't like that it's darting all over. They want something that just scatters to the surface. So we're gonna put a swim bait on. But I mean, that's super heavy duty plastic and they destroyed it. Ask me some lake trout questions. Personal questions, I don't care. I said I was gonna stay in this spot for 5 more minutes. That was a lie. And you keep seeing fish, man. You just can't. Just had a crazy thought. You know, if for those of you who are with a significant other, mainly women. I don't know if other men do it, but like they'll run around and like pick up after you, like shut lights off. I need someone to do that in my boat. So like as I make a mess, someone just running around cleaning it up. Ooh, if I could only choose one rod, what would it be? Probably this one. I really like this one. So it's the G-Lumis GCX, and it's a GCX 842S SJR. This is for my bigger lake trout, and then I have a Shimano X Bride for my smaller lake trout and smaller lakes, actually. I've caught a lot of fish on both rods, spinning rods. Yeah, I need a first mate. I had someone that wanted to come up today, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna film some how-to videos, and it gets really cramped in the boat when I do that, and they basically just have to sit there and not talk, which is boring for them, obviously. As I'm over there catching fish, you know. All right, one more fish landed, shown to the camera, and then we'll be done. We're almost at 2 hours here. Oh, this one's fired. That one committed. Went down to a smaller swim bait. White on white with a chartreuse tail. It's not landed yet. And there's 2 buddies that came with him, of course. He didn't realize he was hooked until he was in the net or hit the surface. Stop. Okay, you're on. You smell. You hear that? Burping. Burp shark. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for watching. I'm gonna call it a day. I am a little bit delirious, and my hands keep cramping up because I feel like I stayed hydrated. I've had a lot of caffeine today too, so like all my tendons are just starting to get jacked up, making it tough to talk, making it tough to walk. That is called bullying. Picking up after Gene from Maine. How's it going, Ash? Yeah, I need someone to. That one was only like 24 or something like that. It was a small one. Oh geez, there's a big one on the screen. I am trying to leave though. It's 1 hour and 59 minutes in. Yeah, I need someone to help clean up the boat, or I need a bigger boat because right now you guys probably can't see. How far my boat is all crap, basically, because I film in this direction with the cameras. And I have built a battery box. I actually took it out because the batteries were getting wet and damaging them, or for whatever reason. So now the batteries are where I keep my storage. So I have almost no storage right now. A lot of my jigs and stuff are actually under my seat. Which I'm gonna clean up right now. All right, thank you guys very much for watching. We hit the 2-hour mark. Hopefully a bunch of people tuned in. I can't see the full numbers until I'm off the call or off the live stream. And if you guys want me to do more live streams, leave comments in the live stream below. I like doing it. It's great to talk to you guys live and kind of talk you through how I'm jigging, how I'm fishing. And it's great on this lake. Winnipesaukee is also good, but Sebago can be on fire. All right, thanks. Visit benefish.com if you want to book a guide trip or you want to buy baits. See you guys next time.